In the meantime, in New York City, the Muslims who want to build the mosque at Ground Zero recently scored a huge legal victory. A Manhattan judge dismissed a lawsuit by former New York City firefighter Timothy Brown, who was trying to stop construction of the mosque. Bill O'Reilly spoke with the lawyer for the Muslim developers yesterday.
All right, counsel, you won the case, and what's going to happen now? What's next?
It's time to build. And now that we've won the case, we have to demolish the existing building, which was formerly a Burlington coat factory. We need to get permits to do so, and then the building will begin.
How much is that going to cost to knock that building down?
A lot of money, which we don't have right now.
So you don't have any money?
I don't know how much we have, but we don't have enough to...
So you even demolish it?
No, we have enough to demolish the building, but we don't have enough to build the...
All right, so you have enough to knock the building down, but not build the mosque center, the community center,
yes.
Correct? Okay. Now, you must know that I predicted that will never be built.
Right.
Because I don't believe there's a construction crew in New York or New Jersey that will come over and help you build it.
Well, you don't live in my community where I work, where there's a whole bunch of people, Muslims, non-Muslims, Americans, that need a community center. They want a place to have a swimming pool.
I'm not doubting they might need whatever they need, but you don't have anybody who's going to pick up a hammer and build it. The unions aren't going to build it.
I think that believers in the First Amendment will be happy to pick up hammers and start working.
No way. No way they're going to do it. They're not going to be happy to pick up hammers. They're not going to stop working. Now, how much money? I could be wrong, but I'm making a prediction flat out. You're not going to get this thing built because nobody's going to build it. How much money do you need to put the thing up?
Right now, we think believe it's about $17 million.
17. That's low. Come on, with all this stuff, that's a low estimate. I think you need about 30 down there, right? How high is it going to be?
It's about 8 stories, but I'm not so sure.
17 for 8 stories? Come on. You're going to go to Home Depot and get, come on.
I'm not the architect.
17 million?
In fact, it'd actually probably be much more, dealing with all the protests, dealing with union problems.
It's going to be 50 million if it's a blink of an eye.
Right, but most importantly, for our Constitution, the most fundamental right of being an American, the freedom of religion, we now have.
We already
thanks to the court's decision.
You got 100 million. You got 100 mosques in New York City. You could build it 3 blocks away, and you already have it up.
But why? Why build it 3 blocks away?
Because it's offensive to people, and we've gone over this and over and over.
The 16 terrorists that had something to do with the World Trade Center and America's calamity in that day. And I sympathize with all the victims and their families, and I knew many of them. 19. Okay, 19.
Right.
There's 1.6 billion Muslims. Should we not allow them to find the place where they want to pray?
They're not going to build a Benihana at Pearl Harbor, so it's a lot of symbolism.
It's different.
Involved.
That was where a state,
different.
The state of Japan decided they wanted to go against America.
It was an attack.
This is 19 people.
Look. It's an attack by a terrorist group that has way more than 19 people, harbored by an entire country,
but not my clients who have no relation to terrorism. No one has alleged that my clients have any relationship to terrorism.
If your clients were really sensitive to the sufferings of the 9/11 family, they'd move it 3 blocks away. That's my opinion.
Well, how many blocks is enough? Is 3 blocks enough?
Yeah.
5 blocks? They did that to my ancestors in Nazi Germany. You know, they sent them to. They sent them to.
Stop.
The ghettos, foundries, ghettos.
Look, you want me to? I'll get a site for you 3 blocks away. Will you build it there?
Why?
Will you build it there?
Why? They have
because
a site.
It's offensive to some people that lost loved ones on 9/11.
What about
if I get you a site, will you build it 3 blocks away?
What about the community nearby that wants it there?
They can't walk 3 blocks?
Why?
Because it's offensive to people who lost
It's not an Al-Qaeda mosque. It's a Muslim mosque. There's 1.6 million Muslims that are peaceful, that have nothing to do.
If I can find you a site 3 blocks away and you say I'm not going to do it, then people know you got an agenda. Period.
Don't you, as someone who stands up every day on this show for the First Amendment and the freedom of religion, want them to build something
I don't care if they
where they want to pray, how they want to pray?
Just don't build it in that spot. Be a little bit more sensitive to the 9/11 families. That's all.
I don't understand the sensitivity. I understand the sensitivity.
I know you don't understand it, and I can't make you
Let me explain. I understand the sensitivity for the victims and what happened that day. I don't understand the sensitivity why we should punish all Muslims.
If you don't understand the sensitivity, I'll just point to one thing, all right? They were going to build a Catholic convent outside of Auschwitz. It got up to the Pope. And the one with Pope said, I don't think we're going to do that. We're going to leave it because of the sensitivity in that zone. We're not going to put the convent there in Poland, all right? Now, if you don't understand it, you don't understand
There's no connection between my clients or most of the 1/5 of our people in this world to Al-Qaeda or the terrorism.
And you should take into account the sensitivity factor. So,
and we're making it a community center for all religions. There are going to be prayer services for all religions involved.
So, just recapping. You're going to knock the thing down, but you don't have enough money to knock it down yet, and then you're going to try to build, and you need about 50, 60 million.
Knocking the place down doesn't cost a lot of money. Building it does.
All right. Counsel, we appreciate you coming and taking the fire. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.